well, round here is starting. Alpha Esports on the defending side this time around. This is where both teams kind of struggled a while ago. The Team Secret on their attack on Haven, but let's see if that's going to continue to remain untrue. But the composition would suggest otherwise. Their aggressiveness could be gets them to the finish line, at least over the hurdle of this map number 2 and into map number 3. Early contact made here towards that showers, but that wall was crucial. It's so difficult to burn a wall down, to melt that barrier with just pistols.
You can't really. This is the perfect kind of wall. 4 segments to get in the way. At least 2 or 3 you need to shoot down depending on the angle. And Ching, I think that used to be a very, very old school Brand Team Secret situation and composition. Now, Ching able to do it there towards that A side, but the brawl happening over at B instead. Getting with the find out the Borkum. Jeremy, though, makes a quick trade anyway over to Ryu. Right-hand side, though, still dangerous here for the side of Team Secret. They're trying to clear the Cubby. Dubstep with the find out the kid. And Dubstep finding 2. Finding 1 more here, Dispenser does. And on top of the container, he's just trying to keep the quarantine on. Team Secret over to that B site, setting up that spike. Chris M all alone in a 1v3 scenario, but look at the setup from Team Secret. There is just no escape as soon as you peek. Pistol goes over to TS.
That flash here from Ryu gave him a false sense of security, flashing left and peeking on right. What he flashed was for hookah, but peeks towards that long angle, that garden, that octagon. That's what really sealed them on in. Go for the wide swing, and Jeremy, not blind, able to keep Team Secret and his teammates at, in safety. So, at that point, man advantage too far, too hard for the retake to work on out. And if you look at the stats, actually, statistically, the B site here is one of the most difficult sites to retake in the entire game. And that just is shown in full effect in that round. But aggressive push here towards that B long position, Team Secret. As Jeremy lead a charge. Well, never mind, as the clone is the one, and Ryu falls for it too.
He just went at it, really giving it a sucker punch. Surprise, surprise, though. It's like a little bit of ninjutsu there. Suddenly, it's a log in front of you. The flash from Team Secret. Now, exposing their intentions, though. Gate crash also heading towards Ginsanti vaulting. Does Dubstep reinforce this? Gin goes down. Ginsanti falls. Jesse Bash on the board too, and Team Secret. Front to back, everything is absolutely secure. But Chris M right now breaking a bit. One enemy remains. The face of Jesse Bash too, but Jeremy! Ooh, left and right. All directions that he can look at, he will take them. And 2-0 it's now for Team Secret after that stellar transfer.
He is the embodiment of keeping your head on a swivel. Really making sure that no corner goes unchecked. No spot goes unhinged. Jesse Bash, rest here, especially Dubstep. Those huge kills, important ones, but still, see now. Eco round, looking too well for Alpha Esports Pro, but their bonus of Team Secret, well, they really want to convert. Could be difficult, though. I think there could be a bit of an off angle against Sandy's play here. Now, it's not necessarily super uncommon to be played, but it's one that is powerful enough to still catch a lot of teams, even a team like Team Secret off guard.
Look at these guys. They're just very, very playing it safe right now. They just want to be like, okay, maybe he's here, maybe he's not. A little bit of intuition there after the wall. Ching actually down below with the judge instead. In Alpha Esports, they need to stop this momentum fast. A while ago, they got the bonus, they got the overrun, and they had such a good lead to propel them to that victory. What more if it's Team Secret doing the same to them? And right now, a little bit of that cheese antics, a little bit of the sneaky plays. Perhaps Ching can just shut down that short push as soon as possible. Ryu, though, he needs to be careful too. All eyes are on him to protect that long angle. Fake out, though. It's going to be hitting the corner. It did get stuck. Jeremy getting tagged down too into that takedown. And Alpha Esports now, that's the first strike they're looking for. Ian Santi with the finds the Vash dispenser, though, able to push on forward. Borkum also catching Ching there, jumping around like bunny over at the hookah. And Borkum hopping on top. Dubstep with that takedown, covering far true. This is Team Secret holding forward, going as fast as they can. And right now, it's a spike even planted. Smoke dissipates, and the life of Chris M will fade away. Left now to the hand of Gian Santi. 1v3 scenario over onto B long. But unfortunately for him, there's no place it would rather be than the site itself. But hostility is there. It's not a warm welcome whatsoever. The angle's even better here for Team Secret. Santi looking around wherever he can, but really lost in the woods and lost in the eye of Team Secret. 3-0, bonus secured. And whatever Alpha did last map, Team Secret trying to do the same here.
Great round for Team Secret on that bonus to convert. And is that the Wasteland Vandal he had?
Yeah.
I just realized it kind of looks like the PP Bazan. Very infamous weapon for many reasons.
I love 64 bullets. Is that the right number?
Yeah, the one where you have like a sleeve of Oreos as your magazine.
Yeah.
Six
I
to the
thought it was
front.
always like half a Pringles can there.
Oh yeah, basically.
Yeah. I really feel like there's some slept on skins where unfortunately they don't have the effects, but they're really cool. Wasteland, Infantry, those that need more love. But right now we're loving the fake out because they're just blinded there. Alpha Esports, they tried to play the gamble towards the shower. Unfortunately for them, it's just a cold reception. And okay, I guess that's another different skin you see there with the Bucky. Borkum though taking damage from the classic King right now. Trying to play the shotgun out. Able to bring the pepper on dubstep. And Ryu with the fight on the Borkum too. Jeremy though catches Ching over onto the backhand side. The A site already taken by Team Secret, and they decide to go for B. No bonus points for getting all the sites, but you do get bonus money for getting those kills, basically, because everyone gets a bounty there when they get the frag. So there you go. Team Secret now, 4-0.
You know, there are many moments where that fake out here from the Yoru can be crucial, especially on maps like Bind. Well, a lot of people were thinking when it was first put in, like, you know, it's not super convincing. No one's going to fall for it, especially in Pro. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be super convincing because once you know there's presence of Yoru there, then you see that thing come around. Even the mere fact, if you don't shoot, you still hesitate for a second. And if a swing comes right after that, it can be just that small millisecond that helps you out in the long run. That's what, especially in those tight angles where you're going to spam on through and it gets hit once. It's a perfect flash. It only goes one way. And so the defensive side can continue looking forward, rather the attacking side can continue looking forward. Team Secret, they're looking forward into a 5th round potentially here.
And unfortunately for Team Secret though, even though they got a little bit of cash money there from some of the frags, they do have to reinvest after Alpha Esports still fought back, and Ching was just so cheeky there with the Bucky again and again, peeking, being quite a bother. But this is the problem right now for Alpha Esports. They need to play against a relative unknown, to say the least. That Yoru isn't really too commonly seen. It is getting that more and more pick rate right now on Vine, especially after all the Paper Rex shenanigans.
Come on, let's go.
But you can see that there's still that unfamiliarity, sometimes with the fake out, sometimes with the teleports, with the gate crash. In Alpha Esports, they need to be even more prepared for this. Because Team Secret, they have a few flashes they can utilize, and especially in the hands of Dubstep there to lead the charge that can be more effective. Fake out right now, and the blindside Jin. Does he even see this coming? Shooting down the fake out though before it gets into good position. Facials are there too, and Jin able to evacuate in time. That got close there. Very, very hairy for Alpha Esports, but Jin is still looking for courageous moments here. Borkum goes down. The hero moment from Jin does actually pan out. Jin getting in the way too. Dubstep with the dimensional drift, and Jin is not done. No fear whatsoever from the prime import of Alpha Esports Pro. Again and again, the re-engage is just 3 and 4, but here, Jesse Bash though, the only one left, 1v4 scenario, runs into Chris M. But this is truly confidence personified. Alpha Esports Pro showing why they're the alphas here.
Great play by Jin, and we know that he can do that, but I really think the MVP of that round, the slow orb. Those 2 slow orbs did so much in stopping the aggression from Team Secret, keeping Jeremy at bay here so he can't swing after this kill. And then when the showstopper is pulled, slow orb follow-up really made things much more difficult for him to be able to really fully utilize the momentum that the blast back can give you. So, shut down by Jin, but even better heads-up play to immediately throw that utility down here coming from Ching.
Well, Team Secret now. They'll have to be careful in those scenarios when they use that ultimate with the Yoru. And speaking of Yoru, he's gone here. Ching those lobbing the slow orb real quick. Chris and waiting on the other side. And what a setup by Alpha Esports Pro. You think he cleared stage number 1, there's a stage 2. And it's extra hard mode there, courtesy of Alpha. Hatsuri though the call. Does it trap Ching in time? Ching is still finding Dispenser anyway! And now Jeremy, all the way on the other side, but Jeremy finds the frag here. 2v3 scenario. Absolute brawl. Jindo somehow surviving the rush of Jesse Bash there. left though to Jeremy. Over onto the lamps. He needs to burn bright here for the side of Team Secret, but the showstopper, it's coming his way. It's fuse lit. The light looking to burn and let it rip for the takedown as it burns golden here for Alpha Esports Pro. 2-4, and there is just no hesitation from Alpha for the past 2 rounds.
Yeah, they're going and going. Defense is a mere suggestion, as my good friend Dax likes to say here. Ching.
Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
I just like
One enemy remaining.
I just like that whole setup by Ching and Chris. I'm kind of surprised Jin won that fight against Jesse Vash, but you know, he has been winning incredible odds in incredible sites anyway, so we'll give him that. I do want to point this out though. I was trying to talk about it a while ago. Team Secret, you use that your ult, you're out of the fight technically for a while. So they really have to be careful at timing that there, but timing from Borkum perfect against Ching. Chris M now gonna fall Team Secret. Not gonna fall for the same trick twice here. And over onto A side, a very secure push from short.
5v3. Retake. Almost undeniably difficult. Unless they get an early pickoff here. Again, Sandy's up, but if that comes too late in the round, there might not be enough time to get it going, and knowing when you have an operator on a retake, it will slow down those takes and executes. That's a problem they're going to have to address here right now. Give up that opening pick. They do at least get a trade, not a direct one, but going 1-for-1 at the very least. Jim, so potent, so deadly, but it comes down to Gin Sandy. Borkum's able to find Jin. Does get that kill, but realizes this is out of hand. He's got to back off. Maybe can get a kill here on the swing, but even Jeremy and Dubstep noticing the time is their best friend, and falls back to secure that 5th round. 2-5. Great round here from Team Secret. I have a proposition for you, Dax.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
If ever Raze falls out of the meta, what do you think about adding, like, bounce to her ult, like a Sova? You know, like you can press right click and give her some bounces. Wouldn't that be fun?
So basically, you want to give her a free blast back while she's flying in the air too?
No, like you can bounce her ult.
Oh!
Like off wall.
Oh!
Like a stop dart.
No! You know how broken that will be? You're gonna see a showstopper lineup happen, and it's just gonna kill 3 people.
At the start of the round.
Yeah, no. I reject that. I reject that patch there, good sir. I refuse to play in an era where Raze can bounce a rocket. That'd be cool to see, you know, a time or two. But that will get frustrating pretty quick for people who love their tactical
It'd be a fun
FPS. Not the. I don't think it's the right genre though. Maybe in another potential 5v5 game.
Prepare for hellfire. Whatever that could be.
I wonder what it could be. But I guess we're wondering now, Team Secrets. They will try to make the overstrike work. Oh, Chris M, he's prepared though. Delta presses off the K-Crush skin with the find onto Jeremy too. It's Alpha Esports right now with the man advantage. Make that 2, make that 3 again. Let's rush this on in. The raging bull of Alpha Esports continues on. And there's just no stopping Alpha Esports when Jin gets going.
3-5 Alpha. Great round here. Really funneling Team Secret on their attack there towards that A-short position. Once they come on out, they spring the trap and shred them on down, barely even letting them get an opportunity for a plant. Now Team Secret dissuaded from that Alpha site, going towards the Bravo one instead. But King Sandy, he's got an op here. About to wager. Actually, no. It seemed like he was about to go for a peek towards short. Actually, still go for it, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Aggressive peek here, but dubstep with everybody here from Team Secret spamming through. Team effort to really get the job done.
No, the showstopper. I'm getting flashbacks already. Jeremy, though, looking around, and Jin goes down. Finally, the Matador is able to say, "Olay!" Dubstep, though, with a 5 on 3 or 2. And this is Team Secret now.
Enemy remaining
to get the crowd's approval. And you can hear the roar already for Team Secret. Alpha Esports stuck here. Over into the hallway. There we go with Dubstep with Chris M yet again. Getting the jump on him, despite the flash coming his way. So at least stability, courtesy of the Astra. But Team Secret right now, they put on a show, this time with Jeremy. And they will be 3 ahead after the 3K. 6-3 for Team Secret.
Here.
Good round for Team Secret on that kind of force buy. Not really a full buy. They did have some rifles, yes, but like as we saw there, Jeremy only had the Spectre. This attacking side of theirs is looking a lot better than their Haven was. Blind ult gets a kill on the Jin, and It's a good read from him that he'd be playing there. He did see him go towards that left side of the site. So either to the there or elbow. Chose, at least in that case, the better one. Great kills as well from Jeremy. Alpha Esports, when they lose those opening picks, well, on either side, attacking or defense, and especially if it's either Jin Sanity or Jin, it looks a lot more difficult for them to get going in the round.
It's a little hard right now for Alpha Esports when they do want to find a bit more of that aggression. It's, if you can see from the setup, right, and from some of the rounds that Alpha have won, when they have a little bit of the cheeky angle and get that first pick off, it's a trade system that they're trying to rely on there with the back line. But without that first fragger, but without that front line there, Alpha Esports, their whole defensive plan doesn't really pan out to the way that we'd expect, because we're not getting really too much of the stall here from Alpha frequently. There are rounds where it does become a factor, but most of the time, Team Secret is the one with the better setup, the one with the clearer angle to get towards the sites. And as of now, TS gonna be playing it slow and steady. Perhaps a kill there towards the shower. Gonna be essential. Dispenser though. The chamber is ready versus Gian Santi, but Gian Santi still a stellar shots waiting to happen. Frag comes there, courtesy of Gian. Here comes Team Secret now towards Sword 2 and for Sem. It's all about the hold here. A bit of that game of patience right now from Alpha Esports. Jesse Bash looking to make some noise. He still has 3 people here towards B side, so his job is technically done here. But Chris F, he's not done! Finds one there! Time ticking right now for Team Secret. Things are getting awkward. Giansanti already ready in the flag itself. And he's coming in from short as much as possible. Borkum forced to go for the plant. There we go with the Cloudburst, but Dubstep will find the takedown anyway. Team Secret giving themselves a fighting chance, and Dubstep is fighting back. You can hear already the dubs and the wubs. Dubstep going for more. Initial drift though has been popped. He's looking for a better angle here. It's all about though to mind you yet again, but this is the problem about the Yoru ultimate. It is heard. It can be sensed, and even worse, you cannot shoot out of it. Alpha Esports will take the round now.
Good retake here from Alpha. One of the advantage in terms of man count was in Team Secret's favor. The fact that Chris M got that 1 kill, so important for them. He's always reliable to at least go down by taking one with him. Never really hops off the ship until he knows his job has been done. Dubstep, one effort for him to give them a fighting chance in that smart plant by Borkum, yes. To do that within the smoke made it a bit more difficult for Alpha to read on the post-plant denial, but rather the pre-plant denial. But still, Ryu finding the timing, and Alpha Esports 2 rounds away from tying this up at the end of the half. Eco State forced upon Team Secret. You got to Marshall to work with, and not much else though. So this blast pack, really trying to time it. Look at this. Chris M though, shutting down any very hopeful intent that Jeremy had in the round.
Dubstep so stable, and Dubstep though.
Wow.
Just doing Yoru things there. Again, Sandy already with the blades. He's looking for more. Dubstep though with a shutdown at the very least. Close range with the Phantom. Very effective there. Seekers though for the track. Dubstep looking for another target. But Gin finds Borkum. All left to W now. 3 already for the Yoru. 3 more targets right in front of him after the resurrection. Fast though to get on away. Just get this situation this time. Nice retrieval of the spike. And some really good movement with the Yoru at the very least. This is how effective Yoru can be on a map like this. Black and Blue. Alpha Esports now trying to hunt down that lone member of Team Secret on site.
3 TPs because he got the reset off of Skate Crash there. The 2 kills. Dubstep. Oh, it's got to bite this time. He's circling around him, but doesn't even get that chance to get the shot off once again. Ryu stifling the clutch potential that Dubstep had in the round, but once more, nice try from him. Alpha Esports Pro, though, get the round once again. Crawling back into this slowly but surely. But 2-3 rounds now they've won in a row. It's a great effort for them to stay within the fight, and Team Secret letting it slip slowly. Hopefully for their sake, not surely.
I mean, the last 2 rounds have been a very interesting of the dynamic of Yoru. You could see it there, especially in the round prior to the last one. Dubstep, he got that ultimate, and maybe by reflex or just trying to get that intel, he pops it. Problem is, it's not the Blade Storm, it's not the Showstopper. You can't really fight with it in the first place, and especially if you're in a solo scenario that we've seen him have to do back-to-back, it's a bit of a struggle really to get that same consistency that you get from the more, I'd say, meta picks, something like a Jet that's a lot more usual. But you know, the blinds have been pretty effective all throughout. Though catching dubstep anyway, Dispenser is there ready for the trade after, well, everyone from Team Secret decides to shoot at him. Here we go, Alpha Esports now ready for the stall. Ching able to infiltrate into the smoke. The stars, they shine perfectly for him. And now as it dissipates, Borkum though will get the takedown. Hunter's Fury though the call. Can he get the tracking on? G and Santi, one shot away from his own demise. But Alpha Esports able to stay alive now in a 3v3 scenario. A little bit of a problem here for Team Secret. They're a bit stuck toward B long. A chance though to go for the teleporter if ever. But Alpha Esports at least anticipating some angles here as of the moment.
It was a good gamble for that ultimate.
Here.
Again, Sandy's taken down low. They've potentially gotten the man advantage through that, but both teams, 2 players, full HP, full armor, and 1
30 seconds
slip
left.
away from death. They're actually like 32 and 33 HP, so literally just neck and neck in that regard. But they're biding their time here towards B site. 2 players set up, and this is going to be still difficult, even though they do have Jin on the A site. They can get this pick. This is going to be great. But Chris M, he finds that kill onto the low HP board. It's still doable though by Team Secret, but he gets another kill. Chris M, such a reliable anchor. And Gian Sandy sinks the ship here for Team Secret. 6-6. They tie the game up at the half.
Switching sides.
Yeah, lead overboard there by this point. We are tied up. And Alpha Esports Pro looking to be at the end of Team Secret's run here. If they can continue on. But the timings are just perfect right now from the side of Alpha. The anchor truly, that is Chris M. So stable. This ship is not leaving without any permit. And he's just not permitting any quarter here, basically. Many times we see Chris M get that value despite the angle that he's stuck in, despite the situation that he's put in. And we've really talked about giving him that award, but then because he has deserved it, he has shown so many times right now that he has been someone to talk about here for the side of Alpha Esports. But also, we can't forget about, again, how Gin would just take command of some of those rounds. When he would go on a rampage, it was all the Rays putting on a show. And while Team Secret have done a very effective job at the start, those first 4 rounds, absolutely on points, they're not really getting the immense value that you can actually get here from Dubstep especially and Dispenser, because there's so many ways right now for them to play some off angles, for them to try and bait out some movement here from the side of Alpha. But you can see that Alpha Esports, they have their own plan. They want to get that first contact too. And I do believe that messes up the timings of Team Secret. When they're preparing, it's already Alpha knocking on their door.
They're the one who knocks, and seemingly Team Secret just can't find a way to keep that door closed, even as much as they want to. No lock, holding back Alpha Esports Pro on that attacking side, but this is where they're going to have to make sure those gates stay firmly closed. The castle wall is not to be breached on this defensive side of theirs. We've seen Team Secret really lock things down in their bind defense time on over in the past. This has to be one of those moments, Stacks, but I am worried for them about their composition if it's going to be the proper choice and really work on out on defense. Look at this, though. Going for that aggressive play, seemingly here towards the A short position to start the game off.
Alpha Esports, all about that aggression. And this is looking to be a very quick engagement waiting to happen. We get a glimpse, but now it does become division. The Trailblazers to start things off. Ching though! Very quick peek there over up to Jeremy. G and Sandy taking the corner. Dubstep's not going to go on down. And as quickly as they come, quickly they will fall. And Alpha Esports, they will stand tall after everything is said and done. 4v2. In the blink of an eye. Team Secret now scrambling to find a way to make the flank work even. And as we get the game rolling, that is Dispenser. Jesse Bash taking attention in the front. Problem now is, though, still anyone's potential. And Dispenser moves over to the shower instead. A little bit of a problem here for Team Secret. They're expected already. Chris M waiting into the corner, but the Headhunter eventually finding its mark. Bit of an upgrade, though, with the Ghost now in hand. Still 2 bullets for the chamber. And it's 2v1. Are those names ready on those bullets? The caliber here, though, of Dispenser is just not going to be up to stuff. And it's 7-6 Alpha Esports. A quick take and a quick win. This is what we're talking about. When you go back to that double duelist, you go for that stage, you fight the brawl, and you put the wall, then that's how you get the plant down.
Could have been a better round there for Team Secret if that mid push of theirs, that A-short push, really to be specific, was supported more with utility. They just dry walk on in, and the one utility that changed that was a single boom bot that was thrown out there by Alpha Esports. For once that was really making the engagement, they had to focus on the boom bot, fell on back, and backpedaling, that's where they were caught off guard. So maybe a single flash, any sort of utility could have helped them out. Hell, even a smoke in that case. But bygones be bygones. It's going to be Vash facing the full spray effects of it. Spencer, though, gets a cheeky kill before backing off, and they regain hookah control for the meantime. But Chris M's looking to address this. He does spot the Spencer. His back turned, and Upstep. The Spencer probably like, bro, I thought you had my back.
I did, bro. I was looking there, bro. No, you weren't. And a little bit of a bad boys conversation there, but screw this insect repellent. Apparently, Spectres are all you need here for Alpha Esports. Spray gets, well, the Hail Mary there towards the Upstep. Wallbangs do come. Left now, right. Here it's Jeremy and Borkum. Borkum coming in from B-Long. Ryu, though, ready to put him in his place. And Alpha Esports now, they get the first 2 rounds of the second half, building that momentum, building that lead. And let's see if they can get this bonus away from Team Secret.
Bonus round here could be just the nail in the coffin for this map. To continue building that lead upon.
One enemy remaining.
Hell, Team Secret, they put up good fights. They don't win the individual gun battles, but you can see that they're almost always so close to potentially getting that pick. Almost always so close to getting that kill. We have seen them win. You know, that second round eco of theirs on Haven. That fortune not finding itself here so far on Fine. TP away rendezvous as soon as he makes contact here to Spencer, and be careful with that endeavor.
What was up with Jin and Z and Sanity there? They looked at each other longingly for quite a while. Now they play the entry together, and on top of the container, it's going to be Gin Sanity in position. Gin Sanity just going to take out the Ducks and fighting to it along the way. Jesse Vashto on the 4-2, blindside is there, and here comes the judge, looking to be the executioner, but Ryu playing the protector there instead. Sentence has been postponed. Here we have the volley thrown on now. Team Secret still ready with 2. Ching out back on the way. Spike splatted, but Team Secret, in the haste of the round, they find the frag anyway. Finally, bit of a slower pace here. Chingo over onto the elbow. Really, this location right now might be the isolation play here that Alpha Esports is looking for. Borkum trying to play protector halfway already with a defuse. Jeremy though with a spot. And Team Secrets, quite a mad dash of a round. They will win thereby. It was very scrappy though. And that is an understatement there, Black and Blue. And in the end, Alpha Esports, they got 3 members of Team Secret, so relatively good bonus for them.
And they got a spike down importantly, so 300 creds for you all around. Pass it around the table. Looks like you need some salt. 8-7. Yeah. It was looking pretty dangerous there for Jesse Vash. He's like, he had good trigger discipline. He saw the Jet come by. He saw Jin on the Raze come by, and then he started shooting, but not really, you know, getting any of those kills early on. And it's about to think like maybe he might go down here without really getting much. But Boombot's gonna make things so much more difficult for Gi and Sandy to be able to sustain that fight. Jeremy shuts him down with a quick trade immediately coming from Jin. Dubstep holding on here. He does have the gate crash to bail him out, but he does it too late. Why didn't he just do it in the first place? Maybe going for that off angle, but he knew he was there. 3v3, Borkum down very low. It'll be much more difficult for him to try and get a kill here. Jesse Vash for the judge. And if he times this right, he could get Chris M, but Star placed upon his feet. He's gonna try and go past this though. Nebula pops, and he retrieves a rifle, but Ching there to support him. Rez is up online as well.
Behind you. Oh, here we go now. Short angle gonna be perilous here. Dispenser though, finding the 2 anyway. Ryu now from the short angle as well. It's just all about just that deja vu here. Smoke though in the way. Ryu gonna get that takedown. Dispenser sticking it. Ryu can't find him. And in the end, right under the nose here of Alpha Esports, it's Team Secret who gets the round win. Dispenser dispensing away the corpses floating. The resurrection is basically cut in its prime. And what is up with the past 2 rounds here, Black and Blue? We were just hitting the play button. Someone smashed fast forward for some reason because those were absolutely hasty from both sides.
What a round here from both sides, like you said. Dispenser, MVP flank, he's gotten that one. Otherwise, it was looking pretty dire for Borkum to take that Lamp's position all alone with low HP. A single bullet would have done him on in. Very, very important frag. He finds and another. He ends the last round and he starts this one. Are you Ryu? Quick on the trade though with the Sheriff. Great shot.
This is quite a fun match now to watch out for. Can Team Secret handle the aggression of Alpha Esports? Will Alpha Esports find the speed that they need? Will they find the hits anyway? The heads are rolling from the hand of Gin. And now he has opened up the Octagon there. The true fighting champion. Then you have the showstopper too. Secrets though searching for a target left and right. There is that value if ever. Orbital Strike though into play again, letting it rip. Jeremy tagged, but he's not dead as of yet. Flak right now, courtesy of Chris M. Jeremy don't win the frag there. And can Chris M just get a single shot? 1 HP in the dream. Hit him, finds the frag. Maybe a head there towards Borkum. And over onto the hallway though. Borkum putting the flames on. Big blockade, the defuse is there, and Borkum will burn Chris M's life to an absolute crisp. In the end, in the chaos that is this game, it's Team Secret who finds the ladder to climb here.
Have to simmer down. I don't think he had a gravity well. The only two reasons why he had to go for that was either he didn't have his gravity well because it was on cooldown, or he misplaced the star, which I think is also very possible because it should have been on the ground a bit further out to pull Borkum off of that defuse spot and buy him just enough time to maybe make it to the backside. So the fact that it went on top of the kind of container there, that small slope, made things pretty impossible for him to force Borkum off of the angle, off of the defuse. So Alpha, they give up the lead here towards Team Secret, which they could have taken in the previous round, but that was a very expensive round that Alpha almost made happen in the eco.
Gamble right now. Alpha is playing it, but can they go for broke right now? The dubs are breaking. The momentum of Gin Sandy though with a quick trade. Gin Sandy not done. Finding Borkum too. Ready with the dash. Sees Jeremy there, and he just couldn't stop him whatsoever. Gin Sanity. The infiltration is perfect right now. Absolute subterfuge by the Jet. Problem is though, that spike is a long way from home, and Alpha Esports now need to wait for the delivery. High ground though being taken by Team Secret, but what a chain of events courtesy of Gian Santi. I love the fact that he went towards that shower and still checked it anyway versus Jeremy. Team Secret though is having to play a bit of a slower game now. Dispenser into the lamps. There we go with the dart. Broken though. Intel not given as we would like. Shot right though flies on by. Jesse Vash versus 2. Gian Santi already with a quad. 16 HP and a dream for an ace is right in front of him. Can he just get the grasp on? Barrel though has been seen. There we go with the top up courtesy of Ryu. And Dispenser, he's done the backstab before. Can he do it yet again? He found the 2 anyway. Chris him all alone. But there you go. Revenge. This best served cold, and as it stands, Alpha Esports gets the tied score line. But Chris M finding that last frag there in the end, exactly what Alpha needed in that kind of moment.
If they timed that pincer peak there between Dispenser and Jesse Vath at the same time, they could have actually won that round, but it doesn't go that way. So, Alpha Esports Pro, utilizing what they've got. Gian Sandy, as he said, man, he is an absolute spy, making it all the way to the back without Team Secret even realizing he's in the file room. 9-9. Alpha Esports tie things up. Not an operator to really have been pulled out much here in this entire map. Team Secret, they're eco. They're gonna have to go thrifty once again if they don't want to give this up.
Trailblazer to lead the charge though, but we are just leading into faster and faster rounds now. Gindo with the first frag. Alpha Esports immediately towards that B side. And this is just a blaze of glory here from the side of Alpha Esports. Speed kills. They want to go for the frags. Team Secret able to also handle it in some of those moments. But in a lesser buy situation like this, and no real surprises. Well, there's one. Dispenser though. Big gasp with the kill off again. The Insanity though again with the cover. Turning around to get that takedown. Ching on the board too versus Dubstep. And this is looking to be Alpha Esports getting the lead back. But how drastically has this game has turned into as soon as Alpha Esports was on the offensive. This is what their double duelist is all about, to make this game be as paced as this. And Gian Santi and Ryu frag out in the end. 10-9, Alpha Esports will get the lead back. And I think I have to posit this question right now here, Black and Blue. Team Secret, they're deciding to contest this. And is it more the forced outside? Is it more of them willing to do so? Or is it really just Alpha Esports right now finding more of those control options with the speedy executions that they've done here?
They've been finding really good timings, and one might say luck, the other might say intuition and game sense, and really it's kind of a mix of both. And the fact that they are going like super ham and hard has been throwing off the timings of Team Secret, and that's why they find these openings. But we're gonna see, where is the timeout from Team Secret? Giving up the lead here, still have yet to call it. Early reconnaissance made. Jesse Vash has to be careful by having his bow out. Could catch him out in the end here. Flash run out by Dubstep, going a bit too wide, but the backup from Jeremy's going to be able to get the trade. Not keeping him safe, but he trades him at the very least. They've gotten Morgy and Sandy though, peeking, finding the over-peeking Vash. Jeremy still getting that kill, going unpunished on the back of the site, down to 70 HP. Waiting inside the site, you're looking to get at least one. He now has Borkum to try and support him. Ching goes down. 3v2. They have the numbers advantage, but not for too long because Chris Ev's going to get that trade immediately. And now they're going to be all spread apart. Jeremy does not win the clutch because Chris M does. What an ROG clutch here coming from Chris M.
Did you just see that there from the side of Alpha Esports, though? They psyched out Borkum heftily there with a number of peaks. The flash comes on in, able to get that frag there at the end, and Team Secret just falling apart to the wayside as Alpha Esports have decided to just up the beat of their drum again and again and again. I think the problem right now for Team Secret is they have to take a little bit of time to set up and wait for the stall between the Yoru and the Raze too. And Alpha Esports is willing to go in anyway. A nice guiding light to the backside. A great peek there from the side of Alpha, and an immense control from left to right on top of that container, basically. It really goes to show for Alpha Esports, they know how to play these flanks, play these angles, and if it's not a crossfire, at least it's a challenge that they're willing to bring out. Gindo tagged down by the shock darts. Very risky scenario here for Team Secret. Here to Spectre in the hands of Jeremy. He and Santi up top here. But Jeremy comes in close, decided to go for the Rampage too. But Jin instead is the one who has bring the chaos to the battlefield and brought the frags along with him. Two already here for Gin. You have the plant now here from Chingsu and Alpha Esports. They're hungry to make history here. 2 more rounds are all they need. And after this one, perhaps it can be won, as Jin is just looking to win here for the team again and again. Dispenser now with a tour de force. Borkum, though, finding the raise anyway. Don't go back to that situation, though. Borkum with the stem beacon. All about timings here. Dispenser gets the duel situation on. And here comes the big laser. But Ching still finds the frag anyway. 1v1 scenario. Frenzy versus the Vandal. And Ching, can he just slay the demons of the past? Yes, he does. To a better tomorrow here for Alpha Esports Pro. 12-9. And you see a next chapter ready for Alpha.
You see there too, as soon as the Vandal came into sight, that small bit of hesitation, Borkum's eyes probably locked onto it for a split second. Distracted him for the potential that could happen on the opposing, player here. That was so unfortunate for Jeremy because he was like half a second away from running through Jin in that situation. Could have gotten the kill on him, but it just doesn't pan out that way. Man, oh man, things are looking desperate here for Team Secret. Now is the time for them to call that timeout of theirs, but still they don't.
No breaks. No breaks. We go on, man. We continue with the space battle of the boombots. As scrappy as this whole series has become after that side, but Jeremy finding 1, finding 2, Team Secret deciding, okay, if you guys are gonna bench press this way, we'll try to outmuscle you in another situation. Nice hold there from Jeremy. Dubstep though does get felled. And Team Secret now trying to play the flank here with Dispenser. Alpha, bit of a sticky situation now, stuck. Maybe an evacuate to the teleporter can help them out now.
Waiting here. 4v3. Around they absolutely have to convert. Jesse Bash helps him with the odds even more so. Jeremy popping that, but I'm not too sure if that was the best idea. Now hindsight is 2020. It is 4v2. Could have potentially used that to secure match point after this round, but still, or at least one from match point. 4v2, as I talked about once again. They have that res. Ching didn't burn it in the last round. Didn't need it for that clutch, but could come in handy here if they're able to get a few picks and equalize the odds up. Oh, the wall does get buried down, and Borkum leaving Ching alone. Even for a man of his caliber, this round is done. 12-10. Secret don't give up just yet.
Yeah, we're not done this series. We've seen so many times that an overtime has happened in a Team Secret series, whether it is their comeback or them getting hit by the comeback of the
Remember
opposition.
last Apex stage where we had like 7 overtimes here in Bind when they were playing what was like CBT or something?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that name. I haven't heard that name in a while, man.
Well.
I mean, maybe you do, but you do you, bud. We finally get a break, though, after all these rounds. And Team Secrets, they need to, just find a way to assess what's going on here. They have the potency to frag out, of course. It's pretty apparent. Jeremy, Dubstep, 21-19 kills. But problem is, Alpha's pace is just breathtaking right now. And it's actually Alpha going for the timeout here. So what's interesting really is Team Secret can have that fight back, but it does seem like for Alpha, they just want to find a more secure way to finish the job off by this point.
Security. Something that we know Team Secret are one of the best at in terms of, locking down rounds they're supposed to win and not letting up the rounds that they shouldn't. They have the man advantage and they have the weapons. They are very good at converting those, but for their sake, and anybody's, I hope I'm not a big jinxer, as this could very well go into overtime, but we know as well that Alpha Esports know how to use these hands are dealt.
It's a little dicey here for Alpha. They literally just go for the stinger for Ryu, and if they lose this, they might not have money for the last round of regulation. So here we go, case in point, fake out the stair, Ginzo with the final dubstep. Jesse Bash ready to make the trade happen. Gin Sandy prime his tailwind, but there's just no wind going his way because Jesse Bash just lines it up, and they got fall like dominoes so simply for Jesse Bash yet again. Chris M, the only one left in this scenario. But that setup was just perfect for Bash, knocking them down again and again. He just basically played bowling by that point. Chris M, the only one left here. But Alpha Esports, man, I don't think they can find a way to fight back. Chris M has been essential, has been incredible. But you know what's even more of a sight? A moment here, the ace by Jesse Vash. One more, and we go to OT.
What a stash by Jesse Vash. Teaching them how it's done. And you saw a quick tap by Jin. I think it was Jin here in this one. Yeah, he quick taps on that fake Yoru, swings wide and gets some real one. It doesn't matter because Jesse Vash, he's got aim labs for days and gets the ace at the end of it as well. Talk about cards dealt. Certainly a flush here coming from him. 12-11. Still not out of the deep waters just yet. Quite muddy for Team Secret, but slowly gaining momentum here, Dax. And with weapons advantage, this could be theirs.
It's a little bit of a problem right now for Alpha Esports. This was talking about. You can see now they're stuck on the Spectres. Now they have just probably a Phantom in the hands of Gin, and that's pretty much it. But that was just so well played by Team Secret, basically. They used that fake out for that intel. Sure, Dubstep will die, but Jesse Vash, he just stepped up to the plate. That could have been a trade or two for Team Secret, and then they could have went for the rotation. But Vash just made their lives so much easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alpha Esports seeing the finish line, and I think that sometimes that's a problem when you're facing off against, the team to beat here. Team Secret getting that accomplishment here for the side of Alpha Esports to get that win. It'll be the juiciest victory that they can get to secure themselves into the playoffs completely. And now, can they get the job done with a hand that they are dealt with? Not the best one to go in with big blind. Doesn't matter though. This is the last pot that you are going to try to get here in regulation. Vash, though, ready with the lineups, ready with the Hunter's Fury. Keep an eye out for the lightning to crackle again here in these sands.
Could be the final round of this series where Alpha Esports can secure themselves from that four-way tiebreaker that could happen in the groups. Plant to be put on down. No denial coming on here, but that Hunter's Fury is crucial coming from Jesse Vash.
So you don't know. Vash, though, finding Gin anyway, and Team Secret. Good start, this Cosmic Divide gonna bring silence to the battlefield. Dubstep now, Dimensional Drift to try and infiltrate. Rez is there, defense though with the final 3, and defense finding 2, Chinto catching Dubstep anyway in that scenario. And Alpha Esports stuck in a sticky situation here. Team Secret now getting affected by the stars. Chris M, though, able to align it towards Fork and Gian Sandy's dropping. There you go! Alpha Esports! They will be the ones to break the streak of Team Secret! PH, are you ready for an Alpha Esports Pro enabled like this? Seems like that they will be able to beat the Kings at their own game.
And what a way to end our group stages. ruining the perfect record that Team Secret otherwise could have pulled off here. 2-0 as well, a sweep on